A wardrobe full of clothes and nothing to wear. This isn't just a fashion crisis, it has the potential to be an environmental crisis. But luckily, help is at hand. So, you've looked at your wardrobe and decided it needs updating. Well, before you start chucking stuff out and hitting the mall, consider this. These days, making 1,000 items of new clothing creates about 225 kilos of waste material, paper and packaging. Add on the transport costs and the greenhouse pollution that causes, all of a sudden, you've got a whole lot of nasty environmental accessories you never realised you had. So, what are you going to do about it? Wear the same clothes for the rest of your life? It ain't going to happen. But we can be a bit smarter about our wardrobe decisions and choices. Start by taking a good look at what you're getting rid of. Can you revamp it and revive it? Can you give it a new lease of life in the second-hand market? Don't just chuck it, because your trash could be someone else's treasure. And before you buy brand new, remember, someone else's trash could be your treasure. Nicholas Salt has made a living out of recycling and reviving vintage fashion. So if anyone knows the tricks of the trade, it's her. And if anyone knows hot fashion when she sees it, it's Jordan from Australia's Next Top Model.
Oh my God, this is awesome.
What about this one for you?
And this for you.
I think it's a bit small. Man, you guys have a serious amount of clothes here.
We sort through over 40 tonnes of textiles and clothing a year here.
Wow, what would happen to all of that if you didn't sort through it?
Well, these are clothes that would otherwise end up in landfill. So not only are we saving them from landfill, but we're also saving on the environmental impact of making new clothes too.
So, when the need for retail therapy strikes, rather than new, check out New For You to reduce your eco-impact.
I think I'm going to go try these on.
Well, who's buying vintage?
It used to be vintage tragics, but we're finding now that a whole variety of people come through the shop wanting vintage.
Why do you think people are turning to vintage?
I think it gives them that individuality that people like to have, and also the quality of vintage is that much better than a lot of the mass market fashion.
These clothes have stood the test of time, and there's a lesson you can take from this, even when you're buying brand new stuff. Look for durable, well-made items that will last, and look after them to make them last even longer.
I probably buy an item of clothing about once every 2 weeks.
I buy new clothes every week.
I steer away from shoes. I don't do vintage shoes, but I'll do clothes, jumpers, coat.
And here's Jordan wearing one of our recycled vintage dresses.
So, what exactly is renovated vintage?
It's taking one of your old dresses that perhaps isn't quite right for you and making a few simple changes to it.
Is that like cutting your long jeans into shorts? Because I do that all the time.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay, so how's Jordan's dress been renovated?
With this dress, we've taken the sleeves off. We've also lowered the necklines. We've shortened it, and we've added this really cute little frill.
Finding a good tailor or a shop that offers an alteration service will really expand your second-hand options. The idea here is to make small changes, to make something more suitable to your shape, your needs, or your taste. Now it's in the area of recycling that Nicola has some really clever ideas. Well, I've heard of recycling cans, glass and paper, but I have never heard of recycling clothes. How does it work?
Well, for example, the little dress that Jordan's wearing here is a little handcrafted by Grandma Number, and it was actually made out of a pair of curtains.
How does the whole recycling clothes thing work?
Well, it's taking some fabric or an old dress that you really don't wear and totally reworking it into something new. For example, this little dress here that we shortened, we took the bit of fabric at the bottom and rather than throwing it away, made a cute little pair of shorts.
The name of the game here is to deconstruct and reconstruct, salvaging material and putting it to use in totally new styles. Remember, it's all about slashing pollution caused by manufacturing, transport and landfill. Demand fewer new clothes, waste fewer old clothes, and it's a win-win situation for you and the environment. Well, as they'd probably say in the fashion world, old is the new. So look at renovating and recycling your wardrobe before hitting the shops and replacing an old favourite. Your wallet and the world will thank you.